Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for Monday, October 14th. Let me just try to straighten this out a little bit. All right. I'm using the Universal Weight Tarot today, and I've already cut and shuffled the deck. Let's see what we've got. Yeah. See if I can give this some space. Judgment. The Fool. Three of Swords reversed. The Sun. And the World. There seems to be an act of facing something from the past, which we've been talking about, of course. But with Judgment and the Fool, it's the taking the leap to face something that is still being carried around with us. What's interesting is that Three of Swords reversed, because Three of Swords is traditionally upright, seen as heartbreak, or seeing the light behind the heartbreak. But reversed, it's, to me, providing a sense of potential healing. The Sun, truth, illumination, also the embodiment of the divine masculine in its healthiest form, and then the World, which is ultimate opportunity. The Ace of Wands. See if I can do this. Ace of Wands reversed. It seems that whatever's being processed here is being found at home. It's being found in the self. Seven of Cups. Page of Swords. The Five of Pentacles reversed. Very good. And then the Knight of Swords. There's so much here about moving into something new. New ideas, new self-concept. Grappling here with the way we allow confusion to change our ideas about ourselves, or to change what we know is true when we're not actually at a loss for anything or in any sort of out in the cold state. You know, this is about being out in the cold, upright. Reversed, there's this sense of inclusion. So essentially, this reads as facing something that we haven't released, provides the overturn of the heartbreak, the truth coming out, and the opportunity to change something that used to cause us to want to escape. I like this here, the overturning of these particular cards, except for to have the confusion up there is interesting, because there's the murky path, I guess I would call it, even though that's technically the moon. The confusion in the Seven of Cups is that you don't really know which way to go until you've gotten quiet, until you've really paid attention to your own patterns and your own misgivings about the world and what you're working towards. But that Knight of Swords means that there's sort of a defining thought or a defining idea, a defining choice and step forward that changes whatever this pattern is for you. You get what you give out. Seven of Pentacles. The Six of Wands reversed. That's interesting. Temperance reversed. The Star reversed. There's fear. To me, that represents a certain kind of fear. Fear that we won't overcome the thing that we think is traveling with us. I'll call it that. I don't want to say haunting. But there have been themes lately of ghosts of the past and the way in which we let it drag us down when we don't have to do that. So there's another moment. There's another moment of karma. Oh, this is not an actual tarot card. There's another moment of karma reconciled here. The Hanged Man reversed. No more waiting. The end of the waiting. Wheel of Fortune, end of a cycle. And then the Devil. The Devil is interesting because on some level, the Devil also represents this sort of primal aspect of humanity. The part of us that tends to reject our humanness. in an effort to reach towards something divine. So what I like about the Wheel of Fortune and the Devil right next to each other is this idea that the end of the cycle is about accepting the humanness. And I feel like that's a very important theme recently, especially where anything relational is regarded, because, a lot of the readings recently have been about relationships or the way we interact with one another on a human level and how that can cause, long lasting changes and damage, But the end of the waiting period and the end of the cycle at the same time as the devil, it's this, I don't want to use the word hedonistic, but it's this idea that there's some level of primal understanding that comes forward to bring the balance. Very interesting. To end the self-imprisonment and to change the whole scene. The King of Swords, just like the Queen of Swords, has such a clear, calculating way of acting or way of discerning. This is a reading of discernment. This is a reading of what is my baggage and what is my truth. When faced with triggers, remember who's doing the viewing. I'll say it that way. Remember that if you're the one observing the trigger, you're most likely the one engaged in the story. And if you're the only one engaged in the story, then it can't be the whole of the picture, can it? That Ace of Wands reversed makes me feel like there's a return, a momentary return. There may be multiple momentary returns. I mean, on a lot of levels, this reads as counterparts going back and forth until they work out what is current versus what is past. But the end of the self-imprisonment through the balance of that Justice card there tells me that there is a clear and concise end to one chapter and beginning of another, even if there was back and forth prior. So today is a line in the sand. And this may come throughout the whole week, but that's what that reads to me. Queen of Pentacles, right? The end of the worry, the end of the anxiety, and the stabilization of the transformation that's been happening for weeks now. That Queen of Pentacles, that nurturing, that magnanimous giving, that's the embodiment we've mostly been trying to achieve through this whole process, is the sense of relaxation internally that allows the openness of giving and the openness of nurturance for either the situations and or people in our lives. This is that anxiety just dissipating and allowing the stabilization. I'm gonna call this death reversed, the stabilization of our new reality. The choice has been made. Two of Pentacles reversed, Five of Swords reversed. Yeah, a choice has definitely been made. And it's taken something out of the emotive space or intuitive space into the reality of the Pentacles, into the hard physicality of the Pentacles. So we're leaving behind something that was nebulous and bringing it forward into reality by ending the false dichotomy of us versus them. All right, I'm going to leave that there because I think that's pretty much the best message I can get through all of these cards today. Well done. All right, good. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.